constitutional republic. The state of Texas is a republic, and the United States of America is a republic.
My name's David Shields. I live in Rockwall County, Rockwall, Texas. I'm the co-chair here, and what drew me to Debra, well, first of all, was her like-mindedness on the Constitution. I've been a strict constitutionalist for a long time, very much supportive of those kind of candidates, and there's very few. I understand and have for a long time that we are a constitutional republic and not a democracy. And I'm tired of seeing these politicians line their pockets with corporate money and go out and sell us out to this globalist and world government. We do not want world government, and I'm doing everything I can to fight my battle with this campaign and to fight everywhere I go and tell everybody about it and try to awaken as many people to what's going on, really going on in the world.
Hi, my name's Greg Farmer. I live in Rockwall, Texas.
My name is Leslie Petcheny. I'm from Rockwall, Texas. I will be voting for Debra Medina in March and again in the fall.
She is more in line with where our founding fathers are. I would view her more as a constitutional conservative person. That's more in line with my fundamental beliefs, and I think she's more in line with most Americans.
I like what she's saying about returning us to the roots of our Constitution, and I like her stance on personal property ownership, and I had never thought about that we are really just tenants with the property that we own in Texas.
My name is Patricia Cameron, and I live in Melissa, Texas. And we started supporting Debra the first time we heard her speak.
This is Pat Cameron. I live in Melissa, Texas. I support Debra because she has the same ideals that I do. Limited government, individual responsibility will make this a lot better state.
Kay Hutchison and Rick Perry have stolen from Texas. They both promoted the bailout. They both promote the Trans-Texas Corridor. She'll dance around the issue, but read her transportation plan. That multimodal transportation plan is the corridor, folks. That's right. They haven't secured our border. Neither one of them will support private property ownership. Some of us would say they're sold out to the man, and it ain't us.
We don't need Governor Perry's leadership because it is no leadership at all. It is dishonesty, and he is a sellout.
Hi, my name is Michelle Smith, and I live in Rockwall County. I was an avid Perry supporter for 6 months. I believed in Governor Perry. The homeschool organizations had endorsed Governor Perry. I saw the light, and I now support Debra Medina because I believe she is for us.
Property rights are slim to none. I mean, all we are is renters on the land. The tenant situation is horrible.
The Trans-Texas Corridor is horrible.
In the debate, he was called on the Trans-Texas Corridor and he was called on Gardasil, and they gave him an opportunity to say that he did a mistake, that he did wrong, that it was not good policy, and that man had the arrogance and the audacity to say, you know what, that wasn't a mistake, that it was a good thing to do. And there is, that is not a mark of leadership. A leader who is worth their salt will stand up there, and when they've done something wrong, when they've betrayed the people, they will admit that they're wrong. And the fact that he could not do that, and he tried to spin it, and he thinks that we're stupid enough to buy it, no way. The people are smarter than that.
And the early voting says we've got 3 times more people voting in the primary than we've ever had voting in a Republican primary.
Got my button, and that's the first thing I got, and I just started wearing my button. And then I got a t-shirt, and I started wearing my t-shirt everywhere I went, and then a hat, and then when the signs came out, I got my sign, I got my bumper sticker, and so everywhere I would go, I would strike up conversation. One of my favorite things to do is I go to the grocery store on Tuesday, and so I would give a little extra time in the grocery store, and I would just start up conversations with people to see if they had heard of her. And in the summer, very few people had heard of her. But after the first debate, the most exciting thing I found is that I wasn't having to walk up to people anymore when I had my t-shirt on. They were walking up to me, and they wanted to know where they could find out more information about her.
Talk to your neighbors. You need to talk to your neighbors. You need to get into the telephone book, and you need to just start calling people, calling your neighbors. Each telephone book is a local voters directory.
Pick up the phone and try to set a goal. Call 10 people that you know. You know 10 people. You have mothers, you have fathers, you have sisters, brothers, cousins, aunts. Call your family, your best friend, and tell them that Debra needs their support. That if we are going to stand up against the politicians, the big lobbyist politicians, then we need to stand up and fight. And Debra's committed to do that to us 16 hours a day, and I think we could commit to do that to her for just 10 people.
Our battle is restoring a constitutional republic and a sovereign state. We've been attacked. That attack a week ago didn't come at Debra Medina. It came at We Texans.
My name is Julia Farmer. I live in Rockwall, Texas, and I am a wife and a mom. I have 3 children. And I have already voted, and my vote was Debra Medina for the governor of Texas. And the reason why I voted for her, I'm a veteran. I had 17 years in the Arkansas National Guard. I was a commander, and I understand what it is to fight for something that you believe in, to have some people that are underneath you and that you're responsible for their safety, you're responsible for their care, you're responsible for their training, you're their leader. And what I see in Debra Medina is I see someone who is a warrior. She is willing to get in the trenches and to fight for the people of Texas. And I'm willing to get right in the trenches there with her and to fight. I'm not in the Arkansas National Guard anymore, and when I got out, I knew that the Lord was taking me a different direction and that I wasn't going to be fighting in BDUs, but I was going to be fighting in a different way. And right now, I'm fighting for our liberties and for the very survival of our constitutional republic, like Debra Medina says so passionately, and you hear her heart in that we are fighting to save something that was created over 200 years ago and that was handed down to us by our grandparents and our parents, and we have a responsibility to hand that down to our children. And to do what it takes, that means we fight now so that they don't have to.
And the early voting says we've got 3 times more people voting in the primary than we've ever had voting in a Republican primary before.
Go vote. But after they vote, take this message to their neighbors. Take this message to everywhere they go. When they go to the grocery store, when you go out to your shopping mall, wear buttons, wear t-shirts, put signs in your yard, call your friends that you know and make sure they've gone to vote, and just begin to tell them to check out the issues.
If you haven't voted, please go vote tomorrow. If you have any time that you can spare between now and March 2nd and you've already voted, please go stand at a polling place with the Medina for Texas t-shirt on and thank those that are coming to vote and ask them to vote for Debra Medina for governor. Electioneer at a polling place.
I've seen and met so many wonderful people that are excited about this campaign like I haven't seen in a long time.
We have a real opportunity here, and it's close enough now that you can see victory in your sights. This isn't a year ago when you were on a hope and a prayer. There's still a lot of hope and a lot of praying going on, and that needs to continue. But I've been saying all over Texas, you continue to do what you've been doing. You stand shoulder to shoulder with We Texans, with common sense, common values, hard-working neighbors. Stand shoulder to shoulder, work hard, dig in. We're going to win this race. Thank you all very much.